Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we've got some Disciples of Tzeentch and Lumineth Realm Lords leaks, rumours, whatever you want to call them, apparently from the brand new box set, which is going to come out for the two different factions. So we're going to take a look. We've already seen some of the rules come out and be confirmed from these leaks. We've seen the Scenarii Enlightener have its rules pretty much spot on from some rumours and links we saw before. So we're going to talk about the Tzeentch and the Lumineth Realm Lords ones we have here. Now these are from the box set, so the box set does mean, you know, they could change from the box set to the books, as sometimes happens, but we'll take a look at them anyway. So let's get going. And so, starting with the Lumineth Realm Lords, we've got a very small amount of leaks for the Lumineth. We've obviously sort of seen the War Scroll for the Venari Orlin Wardens already, and the Scenarii Enlightener's already been revealed as well. And so, we know a couple of things. We know Shining Company is now on the War Scrolls and just a -1 to hit against units, so long as they're in base-to-base contact. Much simpler sort of how it works. Now, we've got Sentinels here are now 165 points, which is interesting. This is bringing them back down a little bit, which is really cool. I think definitely, you know, something to help the Lumineth. They definitely are quite costly at the moment. So perhaps something really cool there for your Lumineth. Other than that, though, we now know that they have a 24-inch range. And now only ignore cover. They don't ignore line of sight, which is definitely, I think, a positive change for the Lumineth. I wasn't against them ignoring line of sight per se. I would prefer if they didn't get the mortal wounds ignoring line of sight. But if they're going to now just continue to do the mortals, they can do. We don't know whether they still can do the mortals on the same way. But if they're going to continue doing mortals in much the same way, I don't really mind if it's only ignoring cover, because, you know, they're mortals that would ignore the cover anyway. So, this is pretty cool. This does mean, you know, like line of sight blocking terrain and things like forests will have an impact on the game in which Sentinels are on the table. Cool stuff. And they've also seen the change to the range as well, with a 24-inch range on your Sentinels is a change for them as well. Down from their previous 30-inch range. Now, the Venari Dawn Riders have changed slightly as well, obviously with the changes to Shining Company, which I think is definitely something very good for the Venari Dawn Riders. And they have gone up in points to 160, so they've actually gone up. It'll be cool to see if they keep their same rules. I really do like the rules for Venari Dawn Riders. I don't think any other cavalry unit really feels like cavalry like they do in the game, with their cool sort of rules, getting more attacks against, you know, the smaller the model is. Makes for a really interesting cavalry unit. I really like Dawn Riders as a cavalry unit. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited to see what we're going to see more from Lumineth. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a bland box, I would say, bar the new characters, and this probably goes for both sides. But let's take a look at the Tzeentch half. And so, looking at our Disciples of Tzeentch, Tzaangors are now 200 points. And it's worth remembering that Tzaangors are 2-wound models, so, you know, you're getting a decent amount of wounds there for your points, really. Now, apparently they've got a much more simplified War Scroll. I would assume this is things like the Mutant and all that, potentially having, you know, much more simplified profiles. Maybe they got rid of the champion in the unit and they've just got mutants instead of champions. Probably simplified a bunch of the weaponry for the unit as well to make the rolls just much more simpler. You probably just get an extra attack maybe for every one with the 2 hand weapons rather than re-rolling. I think is definitely the better way to go for it. So everyone that's got a regular weapon, you know, sword and shield, you get 1 attack, and then if you've got an extra, you get an extra attack for every hand weapon. I'm not sure whether that is the way. We don't have any more information on it, but apparently a much more simplified War Scroll. They do have a Hero Phase ability, though, that allows them to do D3 mortal wounds to each nearby enemy wizard on a 4+, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Tzaangor Enlightened, which are going to be 215 points. These are the ones on disc. We won't get the rules in the box set for the unmounted ones. As you know, with these box sets, we only get the rules for the ones that are printed on the box as the ones that are meant to be in the art. So Tzaangor Enlightened will have a 4+ save. Enemies cannot receive commands within 3 inch of them during the combat phase, which is really, really cool. And their rerolls ability has changed to +1 to wound if you're going second in the battle round. which I think is nice. So it depends whether you're going first or second, depends whether you're going to get Enlightened, or I would assume Skyfires get +1 a wound if they're going first in the battle round, which is going to be really interesting to sort of do and see how that works around. Kayak Acolytes are now going to 120 points. Their shields will continue to provide a 6-up ward, and each time an enemy unit casts a spell within 18 inches of this unit on a 4+, they suffer a mortal wound. That doesn't sound like a lot, but combine that with the Zangor's ability and multiple Kayak Acolytes potentially, maybe it's only one. You know, maybe they can only ever take a single mortal wound from this Kayak Acolyte ability. It might be worded properly like that. But either way, still a mortal wound on, you know, your smaller wizards on a 4+ is quite significant. All of a sudden, you know, they suffer a mortal wound, they go down to 4 wounds. It becomes quite a bit easier to kill those smaller wizards. So this would definitely have some effect on smaller wizards in armies when playing with Tzeentch. But if you play Lumineth or Tzeentch, let us know what you think down in the comments below about these Rumours leaks. Remembering the Enlightener we got from a similar source was pretty spot on of what we got. So I've got a decent bit of faith in these, but as always, they are rumours, considered rumour until proven otherwise, which we'll probably know at the end of the week, or sometime sooner if we actually get to see War Scrolls before that. So let us know what you think down in the comments below. That's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop us a comment down below in the comment section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here we have at Cinderful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is our Patreon and YouTube members, where you can go to help support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lauer, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and Giappy390. And to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now, everyone.